Every year you spend $30, $40, even $60 on caustic sprays and eco-friendly oven cleaners that promise industrial results but deliver chemical burns to your wallet. Meanwhile, a $3 jar of pure ammonia, available since the 1800s, achieves the same catalytic breakdown of carbonized grease in your oven using nothing but vapor phase chemistry at room temperature. Today, I'll show you the verified science behind this forgotten technique and the safe, step-by-step protocol to restore your oven without funding another marketing campaign. They sold you a lie. A $9 billion lie wrapped in bright plastic and sprayed straight into your wallet. Take a plastic bottle off any supermarket shelf. Read the label. You will see 12, sometimes 15 synthetic compounds. Each one added by a chemist in a lab coat working for a corporation that needs you to buy again next week. It was not always this way. Between the 1940s and the 1960s, every commercial kitchen in America used a single solution for deep sanitation. Ammonium hydroxide, 5 to 10% concentration. Every home economics textbook printed the procedure. You diluted it, you wiped it down, you walked away. Then the 1970s arrived. Branded aerosol sprays hit the shelves, marketing budgets exploded, and a generation of practical knowledge was systematically erased from public consciousness. The math is embarrassing. A $30 eco-spray lasts 2, maybe 3 uses. A $3 bottle of household ammonia gives you 4 to 6 complete cleanings. Basic arithmetic, deliberately unfavorable to you, engineered to fail. Here is where the physics gets interesting. Ammonia carries a vapor pressure of 1,150 millimeters of mercury at 25 degrees Celsius. That means it naturally volatilizes. It lifts off the surface and fills the enclosed space. No propellant needed, no aerosol can required, just chemistry doing what chemistry does. The modern product is a solution in search of a problem. Your grandmother already had the solution. But understanding why ammonia works at the molecular level, not just as a degreaser but as a catalyst for chemical breakdown, reveals the real forbidden science. That knowledge was buried for a reason. That is coming in Chapter 2, but knowing their playbook isn't enough. You need the physics, the real chemistry they never put in the user manual. Ammonia is dangerous to their bottom line because it works at the molecular level. Nitrogen carries a lone pair of electrons, making it one of the strongest nucleophiles in your pantry. When your oven hits 350 to 500 degrees, those triglycerides and proteins pyrolyze into a polymerized carbon crust. That crust still contains ester linkages and carbonyl groups, living chemical bonds. Ammonia vapor doesn't just sit on top of that filth. It attacks those bonds through a reaction called ammonolysis, nucleophilic acyl substitution. The ammonia molecule displaces the alkoxy group in the ester, converting solid baked-on fat into ammonium carboxylate salts and primary amides. You are chemically liquefying what was previously a solid carbon matrix. This is not soap and water. This is breaking covalent bonds at room temperature. You don't need heat because ammonia's volatility does the work for you. Over 8 to 12 hours, fresh reactant continuously migrates to the surface, penetrating cracks, crevices, and behind oven racks where no spray nozzle can reach. Compare that to commercial products using sodium hydroxide at pH 13. Brute force base hydrolysis requires direct contact, requires scrubbing, requires you to breathe their markup. Now the brutal math they pray you never run. A 500 milliliter bottle of ammonia costs $2.97 at any grocery store. It contains 25 to 50 milliliters of pure NH3. One cleaning uses about 200 milliliters of liquid, which yields roughly 45 liters of ammonia vapor inside your standard oven cavity. Effective cost per cleaning, 74 cents. Commercial alternatives, $12 to $30. That is a 94 to 97% cost reduction for superior chemistry. The chemistry is elegant, but the execution requires precision. One critical safety detail: most tutorials get dangerously wrong and it can cost you your equipment or worse. I will show you the correct method next, but knowing their playbook isn't enough. You need the physics, you need the protocol. This is the exact 10-step execution used by commercial kitchen crews since the 1950s. The same method the suits never put in your user manual, because a knowledgeable owner is an unprofitable owner. Before we begin, this is for educational purposes only. Appliance cleaning involves chemical reactions in enclosed spaces. Always verify your oven's gas valve is fully closed and disconnected if using the fumigation method. If unsure, consult a licensed appliance technician. One mistake costs you more than a service call. It costs you your lungs. Step 1. Remove all racks, thermometer probes, and every last thing inside. You want an empty chamber. Step 2. Check that the oven light bulb is cold. Remove it. Thermal shock from residual heat later can shatter the glass. That cuts deep into your pocket. Step 3. Place a small glass or ceramic bowl containing exactly 200 milliliters of clear non-sudsing ammonia on the top rack. 5 to 10% ammonium hydroxide, nothing stronger. Step 4. Put a second bowl of near boiling water on the bottom rack, 200 milliliters. The heat creates humidity. Humidity accelerates ammonia vapor diffusion. This is basic physics they don't want you to understand. Step 5. Close the oven door completely. Painter's tape along the edges is optional, but it improves vapor concentration. Step 6. Let it stand for 8 to 12 hours. Overnight is best. The chemistry does the work while you sleep. Step 7. In a well-ventilated area, windows open, exhaust fan running, open the door and let the air exchange for 15 full minutes before you put your face anywhere near that breathing zone. Step 8. Wipe down every surface with a damp microfiber cloth. Watch that carbonized grease slide off as dark brown liquid soap. No scrubbing, no carcinogenic sprays, just chemistry. Step 9. Rinse with a 50-50 solution of white vinegar and water. This neutralizes any residual ammonia. Step 10. Dry thoroughly. Replace your racks. You just saved yourself $600 minimum. For the exact technical specifications, including vapor diffusion calculations for different oven volumes, temperature optimization charts, and the complete safety checklist used by professional kitchen technicians, download the Forbidden Vault blueprint in the description below. This is the same protocol used by commercial kitchen maintenance crews since the 1950s. One final safety note: never under any circumstances run the self-cleaning cycle after ammonia fumigation. The combination of ammonia residue and 900-degree pyrolysis temperatures generates nitrogen oxides. That is a respiratory hazard. Always ventilate. Always neutralize first. But what if I told you this same chemistry applies to cleaning your range hood, filters, drip pans, and even barbecue grills? I'll show you the extended applications in our final chapter, but knowing their playbook isn't enough. You need the physics, you need the raw chemistry they buried in their own patents. This is the catalytic reaction. Ammonia, NH3, vapor pressure 1150 millimeters of mercury. That number isn't academic. That number is the key that unlocks your oven without a single watt of electricity. Watch the macro footage. Look at that clarity, that refractive purity. A $3 bottle of ammonia. Now look at what they sell you for $30. Same active ingredient, 97% cost reduction. They bank on you not knowing the difference. Here's the physics they never want you to see: vapor diffusion at room temperature, no heat required. The ammonia molecules are smaller than grease molecules. They penetrate, they surround, they break the carbon bonds through a process called ammonolysis. C double bond O plus NH3 yields R carbon O NH2O. Basic organic chemistry, proven since the 1880s. Set your glass bowl down with that solid ceramic thud. Pour the ammonia, seal the oven door. Listen to that heavy mechanical click of a proper seal. Now wait. 8 hours compressed to 10 seconds. Watch the vapor fill the chamber. Watch the condensation form on that borosilicate glass. No electricity, no toxic commercial fumes, just physics. The thermal imaging tells the real story. Room temperature vapor diffusing evenly, no hot spots, no uneven application. And here's the satisfying part: the extreme close-up, carbonized grease, years of baked-on residue liquefying on contact, sliding off the glass surface like it's nothing. That microfiber cloth wiping it clean with a satisfying swoosh. That sound is the sound of their planned obsolescence losing. The archival footage from the 1950s proves it. Women using ammonia-based cleaning in their kitchens before the suits invented the spray bottle monopoly, before they rebranded and repackaged the exact same chemistry at a 2,000% markup. They sold you fear. They sold you specialized formulas. They sold you plastic nozzles that break after 3 uses, all built on top of a solution that costs 74 cents. But you must respect the molecule. Safety is not negotiable. Never mix ammonia with bleach. The reaction produces chloramine gas. It will collapse your lungs in seconds. Traffic cone orange warning. This is not a joke. This is basic chemistry. Respect it or pay the ultimate price. The knowledge in this vault is precise. It is tested. It is the blueprint your grandfather would have handed you if the corporations hadn't rewritten the manual. You just used physics to do what a $200 oven cleaner couldn't do. You just protected your family from toxic fumes. You just cut your household chemical budget by 97%. This is the awakening. This is what happens when you stop being a consumer and start being a diagnostician. A restorer, a man who understands that the tools to fix his world are already in his hands. The forbidden vault, knowledge you were never meant to find. Subscribe, because the next chemical reaction we unlock might just be the one that breaks their entire system. You just saved $117 this year with a $3 jar of ammonia and a chemistry lesson your grandparents knew by heart. That's not a hack, that's knowledge. Knowledge and sound science remain your best defense against engineered consumerism. Download the Forbidden Vault blueprint below for the complete maintenance library. Subscribe for more practical appliance solutions because the old ways work and they work cheap. Stay independent.